Wagwan. Welcome back to Art with C Mills, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about how I created my art style over time, as well as just how do I get motivated and inspired to do my art pieces. For this character, Kevon, I just wanted to kind of get the sense of, he's like a chill character, this person that you could legit talk to. You get me? Very down-to-earthish kind of person. As well as just I wanted to change certain facial features of the character, because I have done his features before, on my Instagram, but I needed to change up how he looked because I felt like he was just not, I couldn't keep it consistent in terms of the facial features. So, as I said in my previous videos, reference is key. So I made sure to get a reference that kind of fit how my character was designed previously, and I just kind of remix it, right? So like the certain features of the ears, the nose, the eyes, and the mouth, those major things there, just like I changed up a couple of stuff to kind of make him look a little bit more believable and a little bit more, I don't know, you could see it and say, that's a character you can look to and say, cool, and actually keep it consistent as well. Because, as I said, the reference makes it much easier for you to keep the character consistent throughout drawing him. Now, when I just started out doing art, digital art, I should say, I just looked up different, styles in digital art that I was interested in. So I started off doing a lot of realistic art pieces because that's what I was into at the time. But I slowly developed and slowly went into just doing cartoon artworks, right? Because they're faster, and at the same time, that was just a style that I wanted to get into. Probably in a year or so of me doing digital artworks and so on. And from there, it kind of evolved. It kind of went from, inking, getting better inking lines, finding different ways to color stuff, because I basically look up the different brushes I would need to kind of get a certain look, get a certain texture, and as well as just doing it faster, doing the artworks faster, getting them done in a certain time frame, as well as just getting the desired effect in terms of cleanness and just making it pop, right? And that can go from using thinner inking lines, from using thicker lines, because at the start I was using much thicker lines than you'd see here, right? At the start it was mainly I'd use thicker lines around the edge, as well as for the details like the nose and the mouth and a lot of stuff from the inside of the characters that I did. However, over time, more closer to current times, I've been using thinner lines for the characters, as well as just using a lot of cross hatching and a lot of shading with the inking. Because before I never did that. I usually just used the colors to just shade certain areas, but I tend to use more shading now with the ink lines, because it gives it a look, right? I was legit on Instagram probably a couple months ago, and I did see this artist, and I was like, yo, him style bad, you see me? I legit looked at that style and was like, yo, I want my stuff to look like that. You get me? Legit, I want to try this style. So I looked at it and I was like, alright, cool, let me see how this going to work, right? Let me see his style and let me see how he gets his stuff done, and just kind of mimic it in a sense, without just a mixture of my style in terms of how my characters look and stuff. But in general, I wanted the inking to look like that. You get me? As well as the colors, because the way he did his shading, I can't remember the name of the artist right now, right? But how he did his shading, it was just so clean, it was so neat, and it's simple, because he just did the dark tones and did the light tones, and that's it. It wasn't none too complicated, but the inking was what made it pop and what made it seem so, out there, So over time my style just developed. Like I started getting better at drawing certain things like faces and facial expressions, like what I'm doing here. Like I started to use more reference stuff like that. Over time changes your style, changes how your character is going to look, how your drawings are going to look, because the more practice you do is just the more your style is going to change, because you're going to be looking up different styles. And if you test yourself and legit just say, all right, I'm going to try this style and see how it goes, you're gonna just keep doing that style over time, and then your style is just gonna change, right? Because legit, I love to change up my styles. I love to try different styles because it just opens my mind up to different methods of doing something, right? I even have on my page like pen art where it's like a lot of wiggly lines and stuff like that. I like doing different stuff like that because it opens out your mind to different things, and it keeps things fresh. Get me? I don't really like to stick to one thing too long. That's how I am. So like legit, that's why you keep seeing the same character over and over again. Because even on my if you check on my Instagram page, you'll see me doing this character probably like 3-4 times. So yeah, I always try my best to change up my style and just keep things fresh, because I'm always trying to perfect how I draw things. And once I look at it and say, yo, this shot, you see me? Like I will stick to that style for a long time. So just moving on from just like my style and stuff like that, because over time I've legit just been practicing. Just takes practice. It just takes looking at something and like, yo, I'm gonna try that, and just keep doing that. And then if you want to change it, you change it. When it comes to just motivation in general, just being motivated to do certain artworks and do certain art pieces and being inspired to do them, trust me, sometimes you're gonna have those days where you're just like, well, I care, but in general, you see me, like I care, I nah feel it, you see me, like I've been there, you see me. But it's just a matter of going online, looking up people that do art, and just keep your content focused on art stuff. On my Instagram, that's all I see most cases in my feed. Art, and you're going to see animation, you're going to see all that stuff. Just follow those things, follow art, follow artists, follow animation, follow all those things. So every time you see something, you're like, damn, I should be doing that. I should be getting up and doing an art piece. And when you see somebody do something like shot, you're going to say, yo, this shot, even though you may feel a little insecure, like, yo, damn, like, I can't do that, but over time you will. So just practice and you get it done. And yeah, so that's the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like and a subscribe for me, and let me know what else you guys want to say and what you guys want me to speak about. And I'll see you guys in the next video.